We've reached the end of Season 2, which means one more upgrade. Today we will be looking at Gunpla Barbatos Lupus Rex.
This feeling creeps through me. It's taking control.
We have been here before. I already did a review of Barbatos Lupus Rex, the full mechanics version. Insert plug here. In my review, I basically said that the Barbatos Lupus Rex is a good kit, but I was disappointed that it could not hold its mace, as well as some aesthetic things that I didn't like from the transition from Lupus to Lupus Rex. However, a viewer recommended that I tried to high grade Lupus Rex, so I got a couple cash on me. I bought it, and I figured, why not give it a look? It won't kill me. I know I don't build high grades anymore. I just feel that they don't have a good shelf presence because they're so small. But don't get me wrong, high grades are at their best that they've ever been right now. So it's been a while, but I will give one high grade a look and see how I feel about it. So let's open up the box and see what we got here. As this is a high grade and a budget high grade at that, you're not going to get much out of the box, just 4 runners, which works pretty well for me. This will make a very quick build. You also get a small polycap sheet, which helps keep the Gundam frame together. But then I remember why I stopped building high grades. My god, that sticker sheet and all that yellow too. And you get a very colorful manual on how to put the Gundam together. And on the back, you get information about painting and the HG option sets that come separately. After a little bit of building, we now have HG Barbatos Lupus Rex standing and waiting for Orga's orders. First of all, let's look at some articulation on this guy. The head can go up and down and can go 360. Just be a bit mindful of the collar because the head can get stuck. Thanks to the chest and how the polycap is in, the arm can go way high. There's a slight ab crunch. The side skirts can go side to side and up and down due to the fact that it's on a polycap. The front skirts can move together, but if you cut them off from the tree, they can move separately. And then with the knee, you get an awesome double knee bend, which I think is amazing for a high grade to be able to even do that. The tail can go side to side, up and down, and that crazy pivot joint too. And the tail can move a little bit, but not as much as the full mechanics. Also, just like the full mechanics, there's an arm gimmick inside of the arm which you can use to hold any weapon from the HG option set or any weapon that the Barbatos Lupus has in its kit. Now, this right here is amazing. It can hold its own mace. No problem, no weight issues, it can hold it steady. Something that the full mechanics can only wish it can do by itself. And for a nice comparison, we have the original HG Barbatos. I thought this kit was amazing 2 years ago. Lupus Rex is only a couple of steps ahead, but it's still a great kit. The original and the final version. The HG Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex is a fantastic kit for a high grade. The sticker details are really ridiculous and I wish there was more color separation. This kit still has a lot of my criticisms of that line, but for a high grade, this is still amazing. A high grade with almost a full inner frame that works properly. I don't think most of the Build Fighter kits have inner frames or you even could dream of having an inner frame. Overall, I'll say that this kit looks great. The proportions are a bit wonky when it comes to the legs and the arms. I personally think that the arms are too big and the legs are too skinny. This thing looks more like a gorilla than it's supposed to be a werewolf. But otherwise, it can do what a Gunpla kit is supposed to do. Look pretty great out of the box for the most part. Functionality, it can pose, it can move, and it can hold its own weapons, which was the biggest criticism that I had about these 1/100 kits. But overall, please get this kit. If you want for functionality, the high grade is the way to go. If you want for a more anime accurate look, then go for the full mechanics. But you can't go wrong either way. Especially if you can paint this thing. If you can paint this thing, I think you're good. But overall, I'm happy to say that I gave a high grade a chance. This is 101R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace!